Hello everybody, this is Alex from Hardcorian Guides, bringing you my guide for God of War on God difficulty. Today is episode 8, and I accidentally almost skipped this one, because I just did commentary for episode 9 like yesterday, and I was looking for like episodes to upload. I haven't uploaded episode 7 until yesterday, and I was like, the fuck, I had episode 7 rendered and everything? And now, finally getting a chance to do commentary for episode 8. Because I did commentary for episode 9 and completely forgot to even bother with this one. Even edit or nothing, just skipped it for some reason. I don't know why, but good thing we're on track, so everything's good. So, this is a really irritating puzzle, mainly because of like the amount of enemies that the game throws at you here. Now, if I am not mistaken, I think they do actually infinitely spawn, but as you see what I'm doing here, you can get to another rock relatively easy if you just use the cage as like a defensive maneuver, which it doesn't work all the time, but it can, because what these guys will do is they'll basically avoid the cage itself. They'll sometimes try to stay at a distance, so if you keep them on the left side of the cage, they probably won't try to come over and attack you. I say the left side because I've always had troubles with trying to keep them away from the right side. If I move it toward the left side, or just try to keep them on the left side of the cage, if you know what I'm saying, like I keep it to the right, like I am now, then they shouldn't bother me. But as you see here, they just stand right in front. As soon as they're on the right side, that's when they just decide to start attacking. For some reason, on the left side, they don't always do that, and I don't know why. It's a weird thing. So you have two boxes up here that you can use to your advantage. I recommend just waiting for these guys to basically just attack you, get a good parry on them, especially if your blades have been upgraded. I may or may not ever do a no upgrade run sometime. I don't know. It'd be cool. It'd be hard as fuck, though, I'm sure. I mean, I've tried to go through with it, and I got to the desert, and that was like the last place I took off on. So if that gives you any indication of how long it's taking me to get there, or how hard the game's probably going to be, then yeah, there you go. So these guys basically start to flood the room really fast, and that's the annoying thing, because that's why I went up there and grabbed that chest to be on the safe side, make sure that I could take them out with a good Poseidon's Rage. Luckily, if you play the game enough and you know when to parry these guys, and you know when they attack, same thing with satyrs, they're nothing. They're relatively nothing. I use a lot of Medusa's Gaze, so I get the extra 15 orbs for it. One thing that you can do with the cage, of course, is you can kick it up the hill just a tad bit. I wouldn't recommend that. You can grab it from different angles, so just in case like somebody was trying to be a dick and get around you, then you could do that. So I guess it didn't actually respawn that time, so they might not actually infinitely spawn. I don't remember. I cut out this next section here just to save us some time here. I didn't cut out the water section, unfortunately. I should have just fast forward through all that, but I said, fuck it. We'll just leave it as it is. So this part gets cut, and we're gonna pop back up into where we get the Trident. But for some reason, I guess I didn't cut this part, so yeah. I fucked up the lever part, but hey, you know, we cut it, we fixed it, we're good. So now we're in the room with the Trident. So if you don't know what that does yet, there's a lot of water here, and we're gonna have the ability to start swimming underwater, which luckily Kratos gets to keep throughout the entire, like all the games. So I was gonna grab that chest there, but I was like, wait a minute, what if I just don't? What if I don't worry about it just yet? You know, I'll come back later, just in case I need it, which I think I actually used it later anyway, so we're good. I did do something stupid, but luckily I did get out of trouble. I still made it out alive, but there's something I do not recommend in the next area to do. But you can easily come back and kill off the Cerberus guys that pop up here. They're really not that hard. There's like 2 or 3. I think there's like 3. Maybe there's 4. I don't remember. There's nothing underwater that I know of. If you do, of course, go for it, but I don't know anything. I don't know where all the chests are. But yeah, right there, I leave the chest behind just because. And now we can start dashing through the water. The game's going to tell us about it, even though we already did it. But you can't turn off tutorials for some reason in God of War. I don't know why. I really don't get that at all. I don't see why these games just never let you turn off like hints and tutorials. I think later on they do, but in this one particularly they don't. So now we're going to be stuck in a room with dogs. These guys don't really change into Cerberus. As far as I'm concerned, they don't. I'd recommend using a lot of Poseidon's Rage. Well, okay. When I say I recommend, like, if you're doing what I'm doing, use a lot of Poseidon's Rage and just stomp the yard with their asses. There is no magic chest in here, and that's why I was saying I was doing something stupid, because I was using Poseidon's Rage. There's two ways to do this. You can just go in like I am doing now, or you can honker in the water, jump up, and do like L on square, which I do show off. So I wanted to make sure there's like, I can show you guys like 2 different techniques you can do. If you wanted to cheese this fight, all you gotta do is jump in the water and do this. It takes a little bit longer, but it's more safer. It's much more safer. So if that's something that you're more interested in doing and you have trouble with the next fight, I recommend just doing that. Now for me, I just wanted to fucking ball it because I wanted these guys gone. I don't care. I'm actually a decent enough player to where I can rely on pretty much my own health just to carry me throughout the game. And I know that sounds kind of prudent and kind of dickish. Like, not everybody's going to be, you know, decent at the game. I'm just saying, like, I personally think I'm skilled enough to where I can beat the game just fine without having magic most of the time. Yes, when we get to the Kratos part, yes, I need that shit, and I need my blades at least, you know, max level or close to, so I can fucking tear them down. I think it is timed. I don't really remember. My thing is, like, how the fuck am I going to do a no upgrade run on that part? That's going to be hard. You got no health. You got no magic. I mean, yeah, you got magic you could use, but you got jack shit for it. I mean, it seems like a problem. I mean, yeah, you should unlock Rage. No, I think you have to upgrade that. I think you have to upgrade to get Rage of the Gods anyway, so... Really, what it boils down to is, like, definite major amounts of skill on that part. If you're doing a no upgrade run, that is, which I would like to attempt again, but we'll see what happens. So, once you exit out of the water, you are greeted with a bunch of harpies and basically just some Cerberus. Take out the harpies first, at least try to focus on them so you get them out of the way, because there's not too many of them. There is a help chest that I didn't leave up there, just in case. But if you want to, you can easily just leave this area. You don't have to fight these guys, if that's what you wanted to do. Do I recommend doing that? No. But at the same time, it doesn't hurt. So, something stupid I did again was that I basically risked my own life just to fucking get a circle prompt hit in. Which I know is kind of silly on my part, but it was something I did for whatever reason. The Harpy did end up following me like a little asshole he is, so... I took him out. Wasted my rest of my magic because I don't need it anymore, and just pisses me off just having it there. Now, you could probably do the same thing you did with the dogs in the other room, where you can jump out of the water and get the damage for it. These guys like to shoot fireballs, so I really wouldn't recommend it. I'd recommend just, you know, standing your ground, getting a lot of good parries in, and just blocking those fireballs. Just knowing when he's going to do it. He gives you plenty of time to react to him doing the fireballs, I promise. Now, the time window when it takes to parry, that one's a little hard. And even for me, like, you might notice I fuck up sometimes. I get hit a few times just trying to, like, kill off some Cerberus with the parry attack because I, for some reason, am stupid enough not to get the actual timing down. And later on, in, like, a later episode, the ones I just recorded today, when we start fighting off the satyrs for the first time, you notice that I have some troubles just blocking for some reason. I kept dropping inputs, and I don't know why. I kept saying, like, God damn, the game keeps fucking dropping me. And I'm like, no, it's me. That's what's going on. I keep fucking up. I was getting a little bit salty because I kept dying to dumb shit. I didn't die all that often, but still. There's no real benefit to doing that. They're like the Centaurs. So, the only reason you want to do that is just to get, I guess, a little bit of extra damage on them. There's nothing innately good about it besides just a small minimal bits of damage, I assume, that they even take off of. I don't really know. I don't really calculate these things. I just kill. That's what I do in this game, is just fucking murder these guys, because that's how it is. So yeah, when I went to go back and record the next episode, I didn't actually save episode 9, and I was like, fuck. By that I mean I didn't save the save file, so I had to fight the Minotaur boss again. So we will see that in episode 9. Which, luckily, I already did commentary for, so I don't need to worry about that anymore. Now, I don't know why the hell the walls are like this, but whenever you hit the walls, the map starts to shake, giving out the indication that something is breakable, even though you can't break anything. And I've tried multiple times. I've tried over the years to try to break things, but I could never do it. So I do a little bit of investigating and figure out to see if there's anything around there. I don't really know of anything. Now, You guys might know more nook and crannies than I do, but the only ones I know of, I will show you, and I will show you where to go and what I do. I forget what they call these. I think this is the daughter of Poseidon. What are they, nymphs? No. What the fuck were they called? I don't remember. Nymphomaniac. Damn it. Maybe they were called nymphs. I don't know. Regardless, if you kiss... I don't know if it's like a set number, if it's random, or if you have to like kiss a certain amount to do it. But once you've done it to enough of them, they'll eventually give you a feather. That's all they give you, so I'd recommend going for it. All you gotta do is just press circle. I think there's like 5 of them in here. There might be less, might be more. That's 2 right now, and we just got a feather for it, so there you go. You're rewarded a feather, and I would definitely recommend it. Even if you have the Muse keys and basically fully upgraded health, just go for it. Save yourself the trouble now and just do it. This room gets a little bit scary, in my opinion, because of how close it is with these guys. Now, the thing is, those vases in the next room actually do spew out health, because I started getting really low health here. I don't think I died, but I got really close to dying, and it was scary as hell. And you'll see once we get to that point that I just basically get a little bit cocky, and instead of actually using my parry to my, full extent, like an actual person should be doing, I just start doing like, square triangles, and as you see here, L1 squares, which I think might have been an accident, more than likely. I whip out Poseidon's Rage for no real reason. I mean, I figured, hey, there's a magic chest in here, so might as well use it. Now, yes and no, I don't recommend doing that. I mean, I guess you could get away with it. Again, I mean, if you trust yourself enough to not worry about health when it comes down to it, then go ahead. Okay, so this is what makes it, this is so weird. For some reason, I swear to God, I feel like I'm not playing God mode. And I won't find out until I get to Ares. Because every time I get to Ares, I know when I'm playing God mode for some reason. And I don't know why it does this to me. But every time I do, I select God mode, these guys, nobody does enough damage to me. And that's the thing about God mode. Either I just have gotten so used to it, or they just literally don't do damage. And like once I get to the final boss area, that's when I know for a fact that I'm on God mode, because I'm getting my ass whooped. It's such a strange difficulty spike, and I hate it. That's what I hate about the Kratos fight. It's a major, major difficulty spike, and you can't save it between the first fight and the second phase of that fight. It's fucking retarded. In my opinion, it is. Granted, I personally think they could have taken it out, but you do get rage mode if you give your family, some health back. So after figuring that out like a couple years ago, that saved me so much trouble. Because I've gone through this game multiple times. I've done that multiple times without ever knowing about the whole rage trick. And now that I know about it, oh my god, it's great. It saves me so much fucking trouble. It's ridiculous. Wait till we get there and you guys will see what I'm talking about. The moment you come out of the hole, it starts swimming up because on both sides there's chests. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. I guess I'm just looking and making sure I'm in the right spot so I can pretend like I'm actually knowing where I'm going. I did end up dying here for some stupid-ass reason. I don't remember why. I think I just got carried away or just lost enough health to where I just got fucked. So this part's going to get a little bit, scary. I think I was trying to save my magic on this. And I know sometimes I say, like, just don't waste magic, but in this particular fight, you got plenty of chests to where you can do it. You have, I think, a blue and a green chest, and that's all you really need. So if you want to go ahead and whip out Poseidon's Rage and or whatever you want, go ahead and do it now. You got the full opportunity here to do it. These guys are probably your worst threat, at least in this fight. The Harpies, not so much, but these undead soldiers are, because the way that they attack, sometimes they give you a good indication of when they're going to do it, but there is that one spinning attack move they like to do, which you'll see coming up pretty soon. And that one I could never figure out when it's going to happen. That one's the one that always gets me and always fucks me. And I hate it. I hate that one. And same thing with the Centaurs. I've not fought them enough to where I know for sure how good I really am at taking them down. So, knowing me, I guess for some reason I decided to whip out the Rage of the Gods, so I guess if you have it, if you want to use it, you can, but One thing I do recommend heavily, try not to follow too much of my footsteps when it comes to using the rage mode. Yes, it's slightly easy to build up, kind of. I mean, it's not Sonic Heroes over here where you can just press a button and you're good to go. No, this is different. For some reason, I have a tendency to want to use my rage constantly. And I don't know if it came from God of War 2 or 3, where I just get this strange habit of wanting just to keep clicking and just go with the flow. Because I know in those games, as soon as you get a little bit of a bar, you're good to go. You could just do rage whenever you want. You can use it whenever you want. But in this game, they limit you to where you can't. I guess I didn't use magic this entire fight, but you have the opportunity to do it. And if you're getting stuck or, crossed up here, just whip out Poseidon. If you got it, upgraded like I do, level 2, you should be fine. Hell, even to use Medusa's gaze if you really wanted to go that far. That's what I think I did, and that's what I think fucked me up, was using Medusa. I kept trying that, tried to get the extra 15, and I kept fucking it up, so I just gave up and said, screw it, alright, I guess I'll just use Rage Mode, which, once you get Rage Mode, you should have, like, infinite magic. Well, no, that's only when you upgrade it, that's right. Well, now we have infinite magic, so we're pretty much good to go on that one. Whoopee! It's either this video or the next video where I get it. I think we already have it, actually. We should. But I know for a fact, after episode 9, we definitely do. So right now, I'm definitely getting, at least somewhat a little bit closer to the end of the game. I mean, I'm making my way toward Hades right now. I just now got the 2 necklaces finished off. And now I think we're heading out of there. I'm trying to remember where the next spot was. Oh, okay. I know where I'm going now. I gotta deal with more Cerberus guys and more Cyclops. And we're gonna head inside, I think, like the Architect's tomb? Like one of the Architect areas where you get like the third and last head. Speaking of third, here's the third one of these things. She didn't give me one, unfortunately. And if you go up here, you will be given some chests. And there's only 4 in this whole room, but they give you a shit ton of orbs, so definitely go for this. Keep your eye out for this spot. Keep your eye out for like any hidden spots, of course. The game doesn't really hide chests that much. They do and they don't. Like, they definitely hide these. But it's not so far out of the way where I can't notice it. You know what I mean? Like, there was that one back in the courtyard in Athens where you have to literally drop down, climb on the ledge, and then jump off to get that. Funny enough, my mom was the one that figured that one out, like a long time ago. My whole family's played God of War. It's a God of War family, I guess. We all seem to enjoy it in our own little ways. Some more than others, obviously. Me. I'm the one who only plays it really for just the completion part of it. Completion and the difficulty. I do both. I innately enjoy the game. I really fucking do. It's actually a pleasure to be able to actually play this game again. Speaking of pleasures, so I worked last Sunday and I got paid an extra bit amount of money for overtime. I made a decent bit amount, I started doing some early Christmas shopping, nothing expensive, just grabbed like a couple DVDs for some people. They were innately cheap. They weren't too expensive. Probably like around the $20 range, nothing too big. And today, I was going to Quick Trip and I was going grocery shopping. Well, not really groceries, but I was going shopping. And just for like little supplies that I needed. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and I don't know what the hell happened, but I was like, I need the Evil Within 2. I need it right now. And I just fucking drove straight to GameStop and just bought it. I'm like, no, I need this. I have plenty of money to last me. I got it all saved up. I'm good to go. I need this fucking game in my life right now. I put it in, installed and everything, but I haven't actually played it yet. And I'm waiting till the good time of night probably to play it. Not because it's scary, but just because I want to, actually be able to relax and play it myself. Of course, what I probably should honestly do today is call up David and say, hey, you want to work on the game a bit? Although I've been kind of taking a break. I know I said I wanted like a day break from it, and then here I am just like 2 days in now and fucking done nothing. Like, I think I took a break on Thursday and yesterday. Because I streamed with Aaron yesterday and I had a bunch of other stuff going on too. we finally got that goddamn tub out of my bathroom. We had to fucking pry that some bitch out. Like, it was a pain in the ass. My stepmom called up my stepsister's boyfriend, I guess. Told him what kind of tub it was. It was like a cast iron tub. And he said, oh, you're going to need a sledgehammer for that. You know, you're going to... That's like 500 pounds right there. You're going to need a couple guys to carry that. I was going to call up my other dad to come help us out Sunday, but we got it taken care of now, so there's no need for that. It is currently Saturday, so we're all good. But yeah, that's what I probably honestly should do, is just get off my ass and actually fucking work on the game. There's times where things like that happen where I just either don't want to record or I don't want to work, you know? And sometimes it's just the reverse. Like, sometimes I want to record and sometimes I don't. Or sometimes I want to, you know, work on the game. It just depends on the day. And I don't really want to bug him right now. You know, if he's busy doing his own thing, he can do his own thing. I don't care. You know, I'm just doing the writing and a couple of the programming. Like, whoever has their hand on the game is doing the programming. It's just a simple RPG Maker game. I think I explained this to you guys before. And funny enough, even though we are making a technical game, it still doesn't feel like we are. I always have this problem where I always feel like every time I make something, I feel like I'm not actually making it. I feel like, in my mind, I'm not good enough to be making it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like every game somebody has to make, or I have to make, has to be AAA. And that's fucking stupid. It shouldn't be like that. Like, I feel like nobody's going to play it just because it's not good enough. It doesn't reach that Five Nights at Fuckboys comedy standard, you know. I think the game's funny. That's what we're trying to go for, is like humor, but who knows? I'm trying to get, like, you know, trying to get the grinding in there too, like trying to get it to where people can start, you know, grinding of it. And like, they want to be able to grind because I want to make the bosses a little bit more harder and do a little bit more damage. But balancing and all this other shit's just really annoying. So something stupid I wanted to try out to see if it worked, because I just have a habit of pressing buttons randomly. Whenever you charge up fully and you hit circle, you'll dash forward after the circle ends. It doesn't save time, it wastes time. It's just something dumb I've seen, and I was like, oh, okay. So at this point, I'm like, where the fuck do I go? I've completely forgot. Wait, did it just like loop back for a second there? Or am I seeing things? I probably am. So on this part, you're going to be attacked by undead soldiers, shielded undead soldiers. I think they're called Hyperion shields. So I call them Hyperion soldiers. I don't remember. No. Hyperion strike is the square triangle, or square triangle move. That's probably where I got the name from. So I just call them Hyperion guys. I don't know. It's just, there's no real name besides undead soldiers. These guys are like a crossbreed between the undead soldiers and I think they're called Wraiths, actually. If that's the one I'm thinking of. The ones that do like the frontward attack, but I call them undead soldiers regardless. There's like archers, and there's these guys that I think have to be grabbed. Can you? No, I think you can grab them. I don't think you have to have a circle prompt to grab these guys. No, you don't. It's just sometimes there is, and I don't know why. It just makes no sense. The game doesn't really understand. The game doesn't make sense half the time. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. Disregard what I said earlier about the Muse keys. We now have the door unlocked. So I was way ahead of myself here. My bad. Make sure you grab those feathers regardless. I completely mistaken what video I was on here and when I actually got this. So this is the episode where we get it in. So if you got both Muse keys, which are not that hard to find, you are granted an extra 1 upgrade to both your health and your magic. So now we have max magic +1. And now we have max health, my bad. Now we are going to have max magic, but we don't have max magic +1 until later on. And we get like, I think 8 levels of red orbs, which isn't enough. To be fair, it's not enough, in my opinion. This wasn't good enough. It was like 5 levels at least. Like 2,000 orbs from that. That's it. Yeah, I had enough to upgrade my shit, but that's it. Oh, you know, I haven't really actually done the whole square yet. Much. Oh. So then I started upgrading the Poseidon's Rage, and we're going to get that maxed out relatively soon. Should be like the next episode or so, maybe. And then after that is the Satyr area puzzle. I think I cut this. Please tell me I did. No, I didn't. Are you fucking kidding me? I didn't cut this at all? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I was supposed to cut this, but I didn't. I did cut the beginning part of it, but I didn't cut this part. Granted, I could just go do that now, but fuck it. This is what I have to suffer with every single time I do this goddamn game. I hate this part. I hate doing this. This fucking turning shit's really annoying. What they want you to do is they want you to turn it back to where it originally started from. Luckily for me, I know when it's probably going to end. I can sort of see, but it still just takes too long. It's cool, you know. It's cool how realistic it's trying to be, and I like that. But at the same time, what is the point of this? It should be a little bit faster than this, you know. But I guess I don't want it to go too fast. Still, well, I guess we got that finished up. So thank God for that. Now what we have to do later on is basically just put everything back to normal. And we should be good. We got one more skull left to go, and then we're done. And that's going to be taken care of in the next episode after we fight the Minotaur boss. So, not too hard, not too hard. Nothing too bad, right? Nothing too bad. Just more swimming shit, and that's it. Well, actually, I think we're kind of somewhat done with the swimming bullshit. Until, like, the Centaurs. Which we haven't actually fought yet. So I keep getting these videos mixed up. That's what happens when I fucking fuck up my recordings. Alright. After episode 9, we're back on track. So once I get this rendered, we're good to go. And then we're done. I've recorded episode 10. And we're getting a little bit farther away. So we're getting closer to the end of the game. This is at least, if not the halfway point, at least over halfway. So that's it for that. And I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you next time. We'll play some more God of War on God mode. And as always, take care, everybody.